Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here. Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. Today we're talking about checking the field conditions, especially the foul lines before the game, okay? So one thing I do as a coach is I want to know how the lines play, okay? Every field's different, okay? So when it comes to bunting for hits, if you're a bunter, if you're somebody that can bunt for a hit, then you really want to know this. You can do this yourself. A lot of coaches aren't going to do this, but one thing I like to do is I'll get out there before the game and I'll take two balls, or a handful of balls, and I'm going to roll them down the line, and I want to see how the ball reacts, okay? Like I said, every field's different. So I come out here for the game, I get a home plate, and I roll the ball down the line, and I want to see what happens, okay? So obviously on a turf field, typically on a turf field, the ball's going to stay pretty true. That's not always the case. Sometimes the ball is going to go one way or the other. But especially on grass fields, every line is built a little differently. So you're going to have some fields where you go and you roll the ball, and the ball's going to take off foul, right? Even if it's 5 feet fair, it's going to start bending foul and go foul. Some fields, the ball's going to go the other way. You're going to roll the ball, you could roll it foul, and it might come back fair, okay? So you want to know that. You also want to know how fast or slow is it, right? You roll the ball and the ball just dies right there. Or is it a super fast field where the ball just takes off, all right? And make sure you do both lines. I come out, I roll a couple down the left field line or third base line, I roll a couple down the first base line. Not always is the field exactly the same. Sometimes this line will go one way and that line might go another way, okay? But once I have that idea, now I know as a coach, do I want to suggest to our guys that can bunt for base hits, hey, like this field right here, you put that ball down on the line, it's going to come back fair, right? You can be really fine on the line. It's a good place to bunt. The ball's always coming back. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe everything goes foul. Maybe it's not a great field to bunt on. Every ball I bunt, even if I get a good bunt, the ball just rolls foul, okay? So I want to let the bunters know. If I'm a bunter, I want to know that. If I'm a corner infielder, I also want to know that, right? If it's a field that, you know, man, they can really bunt on this field, right? Maybe it's a slower field, the grass is high, the ball's going to kind of die. It's a great place to bunt. Even if I bunt it too hard, the ball's going to stop right there. Well, then I got to know that as an infielder, as a third baseman or first baseman. As a third baseman, maybe I got to play in more because, you know, this is a great place to bunt on. Or maybe it's a super fast field and it's not a great place to bunt on, right? Everything I bunt just flies to the third baseman. Well, then I tell the bunters, hey man, this probably ain't a great place to put a bunt down unless that guy's playing way, way back, okay? So really understand the field as a coach, but also if you're a bunter, okay? It's gonna really help you with your game plan, right? It wouldn't be any fun if you go out there and you don't check the field and all of a sudden you bunt the ball and the ball just takes off the third baseman and he throws you out by 20 feet. Or you put a beautiful bunt down and the ball just rolls 10 feet foul because you didn't check and the field slopes down and everything you bunt goes foul every single time, okay? So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, share with all your friends, I appreciate that. Check the description box below, we got a deal going on Plate Crate. If you click the link, type in Antonelli, get 50% off your first Plate Crate. Also have a link to our Patreon page. You can help support the channel, we'd really appreciate that as well. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks so much for watching, I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.